Gentlemen, prepare yourselves to shatter the chains of the 9-to-5 cycle and master the art of living life on your own terms. In today's exploration, we delve into the timeless masterpiece, the 4-Hour Workweek, a beacon of inspiration that forever altered my worldview. Imagine the allure of a life where picturesque beaches, cultural escapades, and the freedom to choose your work setting become the daily norm rather than fleeting vacation highlights. Intrigued yet? Keep watching, because by the time this video concludes, you'll have the compass to the new rich lifestyle, and if you dive deep into practice, the mundane will never have the same hold on you again. At the heart of this transformative book lies a radical philosophy, challenging the conventional life sequence of education, labor, and delayed gratification. Why push the pinnacle of our experiences to life's twilight when the treasury of time, energy, and passion brims within us? The 4-Hour Workweek presents an alternative reality and a recipe to harness these potent currencies today. To transition from dreamers to the elite new rich, we must first understand the value of the 4 W's. What you do, where you do it, when you do it, and who you do it with. True freedom blossoms when you wield control over these elements, designing a life that aligns with your deepest desires rather than societal blueprints. The journey begins with DEAL, definition, elimination, automation, and liberation. Embarking on this path requires us to first clearly define our aspirations, shedding self-limitation and boldly dreaming. Next, we must ruthlessly eliminate distractions and triviality, targeting what truly moves the needle toward our goals. With a newfound focus, we then turn to automation, placing income generation on autopilot, using the power of online banking, finance, and investing to our advantage. Finally, we reach liberation, unrestricted by location, exploring remote work, real estate investments, and leveraging modern technology to fuel our ventures. Did you know that embracing discomfort is a precursor to success? Our growth and achievements are directly proportional to our willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. Be it negotiating salaries, embarking on ventures into modern dating, or adapting to the ever-evolving world of digital marketing, it's the willingness to have challenging conversations and take calculated risks that distinguish the triumphant from the stagnant. Furthermore, we're led to appreciate the underlying truth that less can be considerably more. Monastic discipline in ourselves through practices such as semen retention and a focus on consistent, rather than extreme, efforts can yield more substantial outcomes in our pursuits. One might ask what the essence of a fulfilling life is. This book proposes a compelling argument, culminating in the revelation of the 80-20 principle blended with Parkinson's law. The principle that 20% of our actions are responsible for 80% of our results is not just an academic musing but a tangible superpower within your grasp. Combine this with setting bounded timelines, and you supercharge your productivity, whether it be in trading, crafting compelling legal strategies, or soaring through the ranks of career wisdom. Understand the profound benefit of compartmentalizing facets of life too. By segregating where we eat, work, and relax, we afford ourselves mental clarity and purposeful presence in each undertaking. Finally, always question how to make this even more straightforward. This simplification is not the product of laziness but the key to unlocking efficiency and effectiveness in our industrious yet balanced lives. In closing, if this discourse has delivered value and offered a stepping stone to the promised land of the new rich where personal finance, global travel, and autonomous living converge, consider a gesture of appreciation. Details lie in the description. Now, tell me, which wisdom insight from today will you harness to forge your empire? Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell to transform your existence into the strongest male hero of your own epic. Undoubtedly, you'll achieve the goal. Until next time, stop merely existing and start truly living. Prepare to dive into the swirling vortex of power dynamics and mind games as we delve into a treasured manuscript often craved by the shrewd and the keenly observant. This week, we're slicing through a tome that delineates the covert art of influence, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. With its notorious reputation among the Hollywood elite and those ensconced within the fortress walls of correctional facilities, this book's allure is undeniable. But why, you ask? Let's peel back the layers. Imagine you're tuning into an audiobook, and you're greeted with a haunting soundtrack and a narrator whose voice sends chills down your spine. It seems nefarious, doesn't it? Well, that's the aura surrounding the 48 Laws of Power. The book's existence springs from the well of necessity. Picture Robert Greene, then a struggling writer amidst the glittering but oftentimes ruthless terrain of Hollywood, encircled by people whose dexterity and manipulation was unparalleled. Turning the tactics used against him into a neutral manual on power, Green penned a guide on recognizing and employing the rules of power or defending oneself against them. Let's kick off with the very first edict: never outshine the master. It's the subtle art of knowing your place in the solar system of influence. Like the planets orbiting the sun, ensure you don't eclipse those above you, especially not the ones signing your paychecks. Take Jackson from my university days, a sharp mind with sharper opinions that made him collide with our equally astute professor. The result? A failing grade on his transcript. Why? Because he dared to outshine the master and suffered the consequences of his bruised ego. Another golden nugget: always say less than necessary. Silence can be your fiercest ally, turning pauses into a chess match where every move counts. I once had a boss whose poker face could crumble mountains. She wielded silence like a sword, keeping her cards close while I, the uninitiated squire, blabbered nervously. It's a simple trick yet immensely effective. Make your words count. Let others spill their strategies while you bide your time with a Mona Lisa smile. How about the cunning move of getting others to do the work for you, but claiming the spoils of war as your own? Take a leaf out of Thomas Edison's Book of Patents. Not all inventions under his name sprang from his own genius. No, many were products of tireless others, laboring behind the curtain, while the master of electricity basked in the limelight. In today's world, it's equally common: ghostwriters crafting bestsellers, songwriters behind pop hits, and innovators in the shadows. Work smart, not hard, and drink in the acclaim. Consider the high-stakes game of presence and absence. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Remember the pandemonium when Blink-182 took their bow, stepping away from the spotlight? That void seared into the collective memory of punks and rock aficionados alike, bolstering their legend. When they reappeared, the hunger for their sound had multiplied tenfold. Unattainability is a commodity in itself. Yet caution is key. For those just starting on their journey, visibility is vital. Be everywhere until you reach a zenith where your brief disappearance sends ripples of longing through the crowds. Concentrate your forces, declares Law 23. Discover your fat cow, the golden source, and direct all efforts towards it. It's like focusing the rays of the sun through a magnifying glass to start a fire. In a flood of tasks, pinpoint the 20% that will yield 80% of your results. This might be content creation or networking. Don't waste your energy on minutiae. Milk your fat cow and watch the grass around you turn lush. Despise the free lunch is another deceptively simple yet sharp law. What comes at no cost often harbors a trap or a lurking obligation. The world runs on reciprocity, yet the vibrations of generosity can resonate with ulterior motives. Be wary of the hand that feeds without seeking payment, for it likely holds a bill behind its back. There's no such thing as a free meal in the restaurant of power. When it comes to legacies, heed the caution to avoid stepping into a great person's shoes. Carve your own path. Don't get stuck in the shadows or roped into a narrative not of your making. Easier said than done, perhaps, particularly for those walking into roles once filled by giants. If possible, opt to precede the night with dawn rather than following a blazing sunset. As we tie up the threads of power, persuasion, and the dance of dominance, remember the complexity of the world of influence laid bare in these pages. While being informed of these laws equips you with armor and weaponry, discernment in their employment ensures you're wielding them with honor and not pettiness. To my band of intelligent viewers, I urge you scrutinize these commandments laid before you. Which resonated? Which sparked an adversary within? If this wealth of strategic knowledge has enriched your understanding, consider showing your appreciation through more than a mere like or share. Your gesture, proportionate to the value you've gleaned, can be expressed via a tip. The link awaits in the description. And before the final curtain falls, I bid you to hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and join this tribe where the crafty, the clever, and the ambitious gather to ascend the ladder of success. By doing so, you unlock the trove of knowledge and possibility that lies within our community. Now, I leave you with a parting query. What maneuvers from our discourse today will you weave into the fabric of your fate? Navigate wisely, and may your power be just and your influence spread wide. Until next time, live fully, charge forward, and may your journey be grand.